STS TeleV.
I check this out. I'm coming to you right about now from Curious TP. Now I'm with Tracy Phillips, also known as the It Girl. I mean, I know her as the It Girl. You know her as the It Girl. She's done countless parties. She's done movements with Zouk. She's been all around the world. I like the commercial when you're in India. You look very nice. You don't look Indian though.
Yes, I was just there.
Yes, but very nice. Very nice, very nice. You look very nice. Okay, what is Curious TP?
Curious TP is a lifestyle store and cafe and includes a lot of interesting programming to keep people curious about life. So that was the whole concept behind it.
Okay, fashion has taken moves, leaps and bounds from where we were. Where does Singapore stand now? You know, when we see magazines, you see San Francisco, LA, New York, Tokyo, right? Where are we? How far are we away from getting Singapore into that list?
Well, I mean, if you've heard the recent reports, I mean, Singapore came 8th in as fashion capitals of the world, and that was based predominantly on press and people talking about Singapore all over, in relation to fashion. So I mean, from the sounds of it, we're actually not that far away. But I mean, to me personally, I think you can't really call yourself fashion capital until the rest of the world is taking pages from your book, And I mean, I think we're getting there. We're a young country. I mean, we can't expect, we don't have any manufacturing to speak of. Our young designers struggle with materials, having to find the right people to make their things. They've got to go far and wide. I mean, the rest of Asia, not in Singapore.
You've been around the world. I know this personally. To your eyes, where do you rank Singapore? I guess I want to ask everything: music, fashion, its people, behavior, characteristics. Now you've been to Spain. You've been everywhere. Okay, I don't want to point out the countries. Where would you rank us in the top 10? And honestly, okay, Tracy.
I mean, for me personally, I mean, because I'm Singaporean, because I'm from here, because my family and friends are from here. It's a great city. It's a great city to live. I mean, everyone knocks it, it's not this enough, not that enough, but in terms of opportunities and being able to do things and make things happen, I don't think I don't think it would have happened the same for me anywhere else if I wasn't, from here. It's so much harder, when you're dealing with millions and, of people, population-wise. So Singapore's been very good to me. I can't complain. When you talk about livable, it's incredibly comfortable, so yes, it's very livable. But yeah, I mean, when it comes to culture and music and fashion,
and our people,
I don't know. I surround myself with very good people. I have no complaints. I mean, I have wonderful friends, and the average person on the street really doesn't bother me. I think it's what you put out there is what you get back. I mean, yeah, I find it hard to be down on Singapore.
Personal question: do you like to be tickled on your feet when you go to sleep?
My goodness, what is with this? I don't know what kind of program you're doing.
The kind of program that people get to know you better. Like me, I like to be popot to sleep. I found out that you are...
Okay, yes, but nobody has done that to me since I was 12. I'm disappointed with my primary school friends. They don't do it anymore.
On a more serious note, where do you see Singapore 5 years, not 10 years, just 5 years from now?
I think it's interesting. Well, it's hard to ask right now because, obviously we've just gone through a whole wave of, there's finally some opposition in Parliament. And I think that's a good thing. Everyone needs to have views from all sides in order to actually make a cohesive decision. And I really hope that, this, what's happened is going to cause a shift so that in 5 years it'll be even more obvious, that people are not afraid to speak, we do what we think is right by our friends, by our community, by our country, and that hopefully, I think the government realizes that we're smart enough to make decisions for ourselves and not have everything kind of spoon-fed to us. Yeah.
Very true. And your favorite color?
White. I'm not sure if white's a colour.
No, it is. It is like a whole spectrum of colour. When you spin it really quickly, it becomes white.
Okay, yes, it's my favourite.
And your favourite food?
Food? Oh.
Oh, this is a pineapple and pear juice from Curious TP, by the way.
They're very good. My favorite food would be... I like fruit a lot. I think mangosteen's my favorite fruit. Yeah.
I've got sauces that tell me. Actually, you're exactly the same as my sauce. I call you all the healthy girls. The kind of girls that eat air, drink grass, and have snacks like bark from trees. Now, you're known as this kind of girl to me. Yes.
I have balance. Yeah.
You don't eat meat.
I do now. There's a lot you don't know.
If you were a food, you would be?
If I was a food, I'd be a coconut. I seem to only be working on fruit here.
If you were a drink, you would be?
If I was a drink, I would be a mojito.
Nice. All right, Tracy Phillips, we're at the end of the interview. Can you please finish this sentence for me? If music is the food of love,
then life is the food of the living.
Nice. Very nice. Thank you very much, Tracy Phillips. We're here at Curious TP, STS TeleV. Yeah.
2MFB! STS TeleV!